So we have a question from Joanna, and it's a good question, and it's sad that I'm an expert on this. After playing volleyball all the way through college and now coaching it for the last 7 years, I've worn out my swinging shoulder to the point of needing surgery. Rotator cuff and possibly the biceps tendon. My friend Chris just had that. You talked about surgery in previous episodes, but I was hoping you'd give some comprehensive advice for how to go into and come out of this surgery at my best, both physically and psychologically. No medical advice needed. I just want to draw from your experience. Some background, because you say it helps. I'm 32 years old, 5'6" and 140 pounds, and pretty fit. The surgery is set for the first week in November. This is my first surgery ever, or really any other kind of major injury. First off, hey, I'm so lucky to be an expert. I've had surgeries on, you can tell this one didn't take, two fingers, 2 times on this broken wrist to fix it, surgery on this elbow, surgery on this shoulder, surgery on my right knee, double hip replacement, belly button hernia. I'm sure there's others, I just forget. So yeah, hey, thanks, I'm an expert. Oh, worst injury in my career? Right here. Lori Wilson, she broke my heart. But a bunch. Yeah, there's a couple things. First, if you can, go into surgery in fairly good condition. If your shoulder's bad, make this a time to, if you have machines available, get those leg extension and leg curls, squat as you can. I used to squat like this all the time during those, after the wrist surgeries and the elbow surgery. That's how I front squatted. You can work around just about any injury if you just put your mind to it. I would suggest going for walks, not for the conditioning of it, but there'll be some of that. But walking gets you into a nice little tune. I know you can't hang from pull-ups, and you probably can't, you just, hangs on pull-up bars, and you probably, I don't know if you can goblet squat, but if for total body mobility, I would put the hang, the goblet squat, and just a simple walk, where you walk naturally, tall chest, proud, eyes up, not with your head in your cell phone, and just walk with a nice swing to keep everything, doing what it's supposed to do. If you can get in good shape, oh boy, that's going to help. If you can be in okay shape, that's going to help a lot. Going into the surgery, and this is going to get a little personal, and you may or may not think it's funny, but I think it is. Once they start putting you on a surgery like this, they're going to be putting you on some heavy painkillers. Painkillers have a tendency to block many people up. One of the great things you can do for yourself, I can't believe I can't sometimes when I talk, is maybe get yourself some of that orange flavored sugar-free Metamucil, and maybe have a fairly good sized dose, maybe in the morning of the day before you go in, and maybe another one, just to make sure your bowels are moving. Because I tell you, after a few days of no-go, you're going to be miserable. I made a mistake on my first total hip replacement. On my second, I got up plenty early and took care of business. It's weird to say that, but being in good shape and this little diet trick are good ideas. I have been told it's really a good idea to come in fully hydrated. Now, we all know the definitions of fully hydrated. It means some of the stuff I talk about, your urine is clear. It's not dark. And that's something that's probably a good idea. I don't know if you'll have time for this surgery to save any of your own blood. I understand many people do that with those big surgeries, but you probably don't have a ton of time for that now. But keep an eye on the basics of digestion and elimination. Come to it in fairly good shape. And then finally, and this is a hard thing for an athlete, do what they tell you to do after. When I broke my wrist, they gave me these little drills here, something like tabletop, this, boom, boom, boom. And my daughters used to make fun of me because I did it 24 hours a day. Yet Dr. Vanderhoof told me I was the fastest he ever had a person recover from the kind of surgery I had in my left wrist. Because I did what he told me to do. With my total hip replacements, I have found pushing the prowler, walking, pushing a prowler, and general kind of bodybuilding did more for me than all the little drills that they gave me. But I still did all the little drills. So get yourself a good PT, or I imagine it might be a physio in another country. I don't know where you're from, but get someone you can trust, someone who will listen to you, and someone who doesn't think you're 193 years old. They think you're 32 and you want to get back out there. If it says, if they tell you not to do something for 3 months, don't do that for 3 months. And when you do decide to come back, get yourself a total beginner's mind. In fact, it might even be a really good idea, Joanna, if I'm just saying, if you're always pounding with the right hand, why don't you practice your left side? I guarantee this, the way the brain works, that's going to knit things up nicely. So when you come back to your normal hitting hand, you might even have better technique when you left off. Hey, good luck to you, okay? And if you don't mind, ping me a note after everything's okay, and I'd like to hear from you. Thank you, and good luck to you.